Have you ever pondered the profound cycle of life and death? It's a question that resonates deep within us, a question that invites us to reflect on the fleeting nature of existence. Throughout history, many have sought to understand this eternal dance of creation and dissolution. Today, we'll delve into a tale from the life of Gautam Buddha, a story that beautifully illustrates this cycle. What if we told you a story that might give you a unique perspective? In the heart of a dense forest, a spiritual teacher and his disciples embarked on a journey. This was no ordinary teacher. He was Siddhartha Gautama, known to the world as the Buddha. His wisdom was as profound as the forest was deep, and his disciples were seekers, thirsty for his teachings. The forest was their classroom, its every leaf whispering ageless wisdom, and the rustle of leaves underfoot was their symphony of serenity. As they walked, the Buddha guided his disciples, not by leading, but by walking alongside them. Their path was not merely physical, it was a journey of the soul, a quest for enlightenment. The forest, with its towering trees and dappled sunlight, bore silent witness to their spiritual exploration. But as they ventured deeper, the symphony of serenity was interrupted. Their journey, a blend of tranquility and enlightenment, was about to take an unexpected turn. Their journey was interrupted by an unexpected encounter. There, on the forest floor, lay a majestic elephant, its life slowly ebbing away. This once vibrant creature, a symbol of strength and vitality, was now overcome with the inevitable cycle of life and death. Its once bright eyes now dim, its heavy breaths filled the air with a sense of impending sorrow. As the Buddha and his disciples journeyed through the heart of the forest, the serene melody of rustling leaves was punctuated by this sight. The Buddha's compassionate gaze fell upon the languishing elephant, and a profound understanding passed between them. In the midst of life's bustling symphony, here was a poignant reminder of life's transience, a testament to the inevitable cycle that binds all living beings. The forest animals, deeply attuned to the rhythms of nature, had gathered around the dying elephant. They stood in a respectful silence, their eyes reflecting a mix of curiosity and apprehension. Sensing the Buddha's approach, they parted, making way for him. It was as if they instinctively recognized the solace his presence offered. The disciples, on their journey of learning, looked on with curiosity. They saw their master, a beacon of wisdom and compassion, approach the dying elephant. Their hearts pounded with anticipation, their minds eager to absorb the wisdom that was about to unfold. The Buddha, with his limitless compassion, moved closer to the ailing creature. His gaze was steady, his steps mindful, each movement echoing the principles he taught. The disciples watched as he gently placed his hand on the elephant's massive forehead, a silent gesture of empathy and understanding. A profound stillness fell upon the forest. The rustling leaves paused their song, and the forest creatures held their breath, all eyes on the Buddha and the dying elephant. The air was thick with anticipation, the silence only broken by the elephant's labored breaths. With gentle compassion, the Buddha approached the ailing creature. His presence, a calming balm, seemed to ease the elephant's struggle. And in that moment, a lesson unfolded, not just for the disciples, but for all beings present. A lesson about the nature of life, death, and the universal bond of compassion that connects us all. Placing his hand on the elephant's forehead, the Buddha began to speak. His voice, like a gentle river, flowed through the stillness of the forest. "Dear friend," he whispered, "you have journeyed far and wide, carrying the weight of existence on your mighty shoulders. Now the time has come for you to lay down your burden and embrace the serenity that lies beyond." As the Buddha's words filled the air, the elephant's eyes seemed to mirror a deep understanding. Its labored breath seemed to ease, and its body began to relax, a testament to the calming power of the Buddha's compassionate words. The Buddha continued, "Life, my friend, is a fleeting dance of joy and sorrow, of beginnings and endings. Today, as you stand at the edge of one cycle, another awaits you. Embrace this transition with grace, and may you find peace in the infinite expanse of existence." The forest seemed to hold its breath, as if the very trees and creatures were absorbing the Buddha's wisdom. The elephant, embodying the Buddha's words, let out a deep sigh, a sign of surrender to the inevitable. Every rustle of the leaves, every chirp of the birds, seemed to echo the Buddha's message of compassion and impermanence. Even the disciples, who had witnessed countless teachings, felt a renewed sense of awe at the depth of their master's empathy. As the Buddha removed his hand from the elephant's forehead, the majestic creature released a final, soft sigh. In that moment, the forest seemed to pause, acknowledging the passing of a fellow traveler in the journey of existence. The Buddha, his eyes reflecting the profound wisdom of life and death, turned to his disciples. "Every being," he said, "whether human or animal, is a part of this eternal dance. Remember this lesson, for it is in understanding the impermanence of life that we truly learn to live." As the elephant released its final breath, a profound lesson unfolded. The Buddha's words of compassion had not only comforted a dying creature, but also served as a timeless reminder of the interconnectedness of life and the universal dance of existence. In the silence of the forest, the Buddha imparted a lesson of profound significance. A story unfolded, one of compassion and connection, of impermanence and the shared journey of existence. The Buddha's encounter with the dying elephant is a poignant reminder of life's transient nature. Just as the seasons change, so too do the lives of all beings. We are born, we age, we fall sick, and ultimately we pass away. This cycle, as inevitable as the setting sun, is a universal truth we all share. Yet, in the face of this impermanence, the Buddha demonstrated a deep, encompassing compassion. His empathy extended beyond the boundaries of human life, reaching out to touch a creature of the forest in its final moments. His gentle words of solace, his respectful acknowledgement of the elephant's journey, these were gestures of profound kindness born of understanding the interconnectedness of all life. This interaction teaches us that compassion is not a quality to be reserved for our fellow humans alone. It is a virtue to be extended to all sentient beings, a recognition of the shared experiences that bind us on this journey of existence. In the fleeting moments of life, and in the face of death's inevitability, may we too learn to extend our compassion, just as the Buddha did. In the cycle of life and death, may we too, like the Buddha, extend our compassion to all beings.